Yes. Soon enough, you will forget. Good evening and welcome again to Prince William by Night, Season 2, The Night Shift. I am David Legan, aka Sylvanov the Dark Druid, and I'll be your storyteller and host for the evening. And before we start, I'd like you to meet our players for the evening.
Hey everybody, I'm Sail Irish on Twitch, and I'll be playing Javier Grillo.
Hi everyone, I am Professor XR in social media, and I will be playing Salma Evie.
Hey, I'm Chase, or Black Coffee Chase. I am playing Jude Saint Germain.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning. My name is Trevor Chapman. I go by Ratnaf on most social media, and I am playing Rico.
Hi, I'm Natalie Chapman. I'm Alnestra on most internet, and I will be playing Sarah Strong.
Hey, I'm Morgan. I go by Sleepy Sheepy on most media, and I will be playing Melissa Natalie Coley.
Excellent. 2 days since the last time. Let me correct myself already.
Just
the evening before for Javier, Jude, and Rico was fairly intense when the close and the pull of the sun was taking everybody to their slumber, to their torpid sleep. It's a new evening. The sun is dipping below the horizon, waking persons from their slumbers. I need every one of you to make a rouse check, please, for waking up.
The rouse check was what again?
Just a single die, and you either succeed or you fail.
Okay. Oh no.
Success.
Bill.
Missing my favorite die. That's
Success.
ominous.
Oof.
Fail.
Okay, Salma, Jude, and Melissa, each of you will start the evening with yet another point of hunger. How many is that for you at this moment, Selma? Just one. Okay. And Mel?
I think that's 2.
Okay. So make sure you mark down 2 hunger on your character sheet so you can keep that track going. Javier, Jude, and Rico. Where would it be that you all would convene after rising for the evening? You guys had some business to attend to, is that what I understand?
Yeah. Probably at the Hospital of the Three Monkeys, one or the other.
It's up to him.
I would be as soon as I woke up, I would be in the security office reviewing footage.
Looking for what exactly?
How we keep getting all of these stray kindred in the hospital and unwanted visitors.
Reviewing the footage, going back how long?
Just for that night.
Just for that first night?
The previous night.
Oh, the previous evening. Well, it's quite obvious that the young Miss Jacqueline Deary wormed her way into one of the back doors while it was propped open yet again. That timestamp was actually on a log associated with the security sensor going off and tripping after the door was propped open for more than 30 seconds. You can see, at least you think you see her talking just to some orderly who's smoking a cigarette. The footage is grainy at best. Looks like maybe some electrical discharge might have damaged the camera or the recording equipment at some point. Oddly enough, he's perfectly visible. She's not so much.
You said the door was propped open with a rock, right?
That's correct. Again.
Yeah.
The others, as it seemed, came through the front door. As you scan through, nothing really catching your eye, skimming through security footage. It's not hard for you to get, the highlight reels from the security team. You have a vested interest in the functioning mechanics of this facility, so they grant you pretty wide berth and liberal access to things that most people wouldn't ever knew existed either. So it seems that this whole door propping thing is a ongoing thing, and it's probably why the board keeps pushing to have no smoking on campus at all, because people are just violating the policy of not propping doors and letting people piggyback in and out of them without having to use their security keys or punching in the door codes. For you, it's obsessively what's the right word? Enraging almost. The order and the chaos don't line up for you.
So I'm going to log that. So I'm getting a time frame in mind. So I have a call. I'm assuming I have contacts for Rico for sure. Would Javier gave Jude a number to reach them?
Yeah.
Cool. You guys would be getting calls saying meet me in the hospital in an hour.
So
Okay.
I would head that way.
Going back to your basement.
I'm gonna talk to Officer Petty.
Chief Petty, chief of the hospital security detachment. Not hard to find. He hasn't left for the day yet. He normally, holds down the fort day shift, doing the managerial side of managing the security of an entire hospital complex. He is in an adjacent room in his office, going over paperwork and reports and who knows what else. So it's nothing for you to knock on the door or even let yourself in. Neither would probably surprise him.
Yeah, just walk in.
Hey, Jude.
Petty, it seems like hospital's been working you pretty hard.
Got some new guys who are breaking in. The overnight crews are a bit lazy.
Is it too hard? Are you still worried about your wife?
No. She actually popped that thing out 2 minutes after I told you.
Well, I noticed there was lapses, and the door keeps getting propped open.
Yeah. It's these hospital employees. No matter how many times you tell them not to do something, if they want to do it, they're going to do it. And we just react accordingly by sending someone down there every time it happens. And, like anyone else, we look at the footage and see who the guilty party is, because we've got everybody on record.
Inform them that either it stops tonight or there is no smoking.
Easy enough. I can't stand the habit. Anything else on your mind?
That's all for now.
Excellent. Well, hey, look, I'm probably gonna kick out of here in about an hour and go see my wife. She's up in L&D, and we'll see how she's doing. I'll let you know.
You know what? I can personally review it. You know, I do pro bono cases.
I won't tell you no, Doc. Although it's a little ironic considering where you pretty much reside in this facility. Yeah, I'm sure she'll appreciate you checking in on her and seeing the new boy.
I'd really appreciate you tightening security.
I'm on top of it.
I'll go do that and then fuck off for the amount of time until they get there and we can all reconvene.
Excellent.
So Javier, did you find your own method of getting to the hospital, or do you need a ride?
Oh, I found my own method.
Time passes. Rico and Javier either close to said time or at separate occasions arrive at the hospital. Where do you guys go? It's not quite time for the doors to be locked down yet. Again, the main entrance is closed, but the secondary entrance and the ER entrance are open all the time.
Do we actually have badges?
Nope.
Okay.
Not yet. Well, yeah, nobody's actually produced them. I don't know if Saint Germain would have ordered that in just one evening after having met a lot of you and then having his space invaded by so many faces in such a short amount of time, causing hell and chaos in his world.
Well, I wasn't worried about me. It's more the cousin over there.
Oh, you would get one before him.
So it might even be when you come in, you announce who you are and you're there to see Mr. Germain, and the security officer at the desk checks his list and he goes, slides a clipboard around. Hey, sign right here for me, would you?
All right, sign.
And he hands over a badge and a lanyard with your photo on it. A little details that you're working for the hospital.
Cool.
News to you, but hey, whatever.
Clip on. So, do I have guest pass access with this?
I don't program these things. I just hand them out.
No, I mean, I'm signing this guy in. Or is you just going to sign him in, or do I sign him in, or what?
Oh, yeah. What's your name, sir?
Javier Grillo.
Apparently he was expected. I got a visitor badge for you. Go ahead and sign here for me. And again, he hand writes your name on a "Hello, my name is tag visitor of," and he hands you over the sticky. Keep that on you at all times if you don't mind while you're in the hospital.
Very well.
And you guys are going down to St. Germain's. He kind of wrinkles his office.
Yeah.
I'll let you in the elevator. Follow me. He gets up,
All right.
walks around out from behind the counter, a left around the corner to the elevators, opens the doors for the both of you. Again, steps in, takes a key, unlocks a particular panel, punches a code in, closes the panel, and steps out of the elevator as the doors close without him. Again, elevator descends the 3 floors below the main level of the hospital, coming to an abrupt halt. Jude, once again, the angry buzzer alerts, the red light turns on, that someone has activated the elevator to go below the main floor. You're expecting them. This one's not a surprise, you hope.
Right. I'm cleaning my instruments, making sure everything's nice and neat, doing my normal routines for the night. And then I'm looking at the little security camera I got. And yeah, I'm expecting them, so I'm just waiting for them to get in.
As soon as the elevator stops, the doors open. There's a small antechamber. that seems like a little reception area. There's a swing door that leads into what looks like an operatory. You can't see it, but off to the left and right is a small hallway. Off to the left is a viewing slash classroom where people could observe the goings-ons in the operatory, autopsies, what have you. Through the window that's in the swinging door, Javier and Rico, you can both see St. Germain's, looks like he could be polishing the table or something. He's cleaning, he's straightening.
So I stopped humming the song The Girl from Ipanema. And, we were in an elevator. What do you expect? And I walk over and, hey, boss, you called us. We're here.
Yes. Wanted to know a timeline, a timetable of getting rid of the spirit, which is Javier, and Ricardo, if you had any news about the domain and proper. I know you go to the Three Monkeys. If Sarah has gotten back to anyone in charge.
Well, I haven't been back to the Three Monkeys, but I can tell you that there's some werewolf activity, and it's kind of interesting. Apparently, they marked an old container out in the woods with the symbol for hunted.
Is that interesting?
Oh, it's about the domain. It's something to tell you.
No, I appreciate it. I don't deal with werewolves.
Okay.
This is probably for the best.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Look, werewolf, other way.
So Javier, the timeline about getting rid of this specter spirit.
It's going to take some time, but we'll get it done.
We're talking a week, a month, a year.
I would say at least a month.
You still carrying that pendant?
Yeah.
How are you carrying it? Wrapped up around your neck? In your pocket?
It's in my pocket in a handkerchief.
Okay.
I get out a book and I start writing down like approximate 1 month till spirit.
Ben
who
takes
is this
notes.
Spirit?
Something dangerous enough to mess with the goings-on of this place in general and the people that work here, so falls on me. For the responsibility.
A spirit hanging around a hospital. Kind of shocked with the whole premise.
Yeah, but spirits usually can't manifest and interact with the physical world.
And do damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Well, not from you, but from the distance I was at, it was cool.
Javier still seems to have a bit of a scar on his left palm, although it is fairly well healed and almost gone. The unmistakable mark is still there. That crescent moon, very prevalent.
And have any of my new wayward children made any incidents that you know of?
Not that I'm aware of.
Heard nothing, but I'll go to the Three Monkeys and maybe get some word from Sarah and the gang and find out what I can find out.
I might actually go as well, as much as I don't like that place.
Cool.
It seems to be where they linger.
So, you want to go now, or is there something you got to get done first?
Now's as good a time as any.
All right, let's go on up to Rosalita. I'll get you there.
Very well.
Meanwhile, I always want to do that with the 1970s Super Friends voice. Meanwhile, back at the Three Monkeys. Sarah, it's just another day. Going through the plug, running the house, making sure people aren't being stupid, making sure they're following the rules, the ones that are written, the ones that aren't written, and the ones that are just absolutely expected. This is, after all, your house, for any lack of better definition. You've had two guests for the past couple of nights, probably mostly kept to themselves and their own thoughts. I imagine Salma probably is up and left a couple of times, wondering why she can't eat or keep anything down. It still has it settled in yet? The shock and realization that, shit, I'm dead.
Sort of, but not really. The initial reaction was big and, shocking. But since then, once she started trying to understand how this all works, she's not even thinking about her being dead. Like, it's not about her turning into a vampire or kindred or her life. It's just more, she's not even thinking about what this means for her. She's more worried that, okay, I need to sorry.
That's all right.
She's thinking about, I need to call work and let them know I'm gonna be a couple of days. Like maybe take a week off to sort this out. And trying to make that sort of arrangements and figure stuff out.
So where was work for Salma?
She's a scientist.
Is maybe.
She is a scientist. She plans to get back to her job after next week. And she works at an institution and does genetic research.
Ah, you must be speaking of the UVA Center for Advanced Biomedical Research that is actually in Manassas.
Nice.
Also attached to the hospital through obvious means. But there is an advanced biogenetics study and research lab right here in Prince William County.
She definitely collaborates with the hospital for trials.
Have you been back there since your disappearance?
At the hospital?
No. Back to the research facility.
Of course, yes. I went into the lab to make sure I grabbed my stuff, like my laptop and my lab notebook, that sort of stuff, all the hard drives. And I also collected some equipment to take with me. So some vials, to collect samples in, freezer, little mini cooler freezer with dry ice, that sort of stuff. Yeah.
All right. How about you, Melissa? Last couple of nights.
Good question.
Every time you get near a mirror, a reflective surface, TVs, radios.
So, I suppose the last few days, Melissa's been sort of just gauging exactly how screwed she is, considering that her previous career pretty much revolved around being online all the time and recording that sort of thing, and now she can't get any of her tech to work for her. She does not really appear on camera anymore, and her audio always comes out garbled.
And it's not that you don't appear on camera. It's that things just seem to be screwed up like you can be pixelated one time, or maybe it's blurred, or even like there's a burn hole in film almost. So it's not that you're not entirely invisible to these devices. It's just stuff happens.
How the heck does a burn mark appear like in a live recording, right?
Right.
That's what that's her mindset right now, is just very much just head in hands, just at her desk trying to, well, pick up the pieces, I suppose.
So have you been interacting with anyone at the Three Monkeys, or have you been like just hovering in your hideaway for a night or two, just wrapping your brain around all of this?
Yeah. Aside from trying to, I think the only thing that she would like really want to do right now is try and get back into her old apartment and retrieve some of her her computer and stuff like that.
There's nothing stopping you from doing that whatsoever.
In that case, she has probably been setting up, and I guess she's staying at the Three Monkeys now, right?
At least temporarily.
Yeah. So yeah, she never really went out much before, so that's not really changed since then. So she's just been in the back, trying to get things to work to no avail, unless anyone has called upon her for whatever debt that she needs to repay.
So is today the day to go collect from the apartment, to go and see about your stuff, as it were?
Yeah, might as well be now.
All right, so out of your room you head up the stairs that lead almost directly into the main bar at the main level of the Three Monkeys. Sarah's there. You can hear Joe clattering around in the kitchen doing whatever Joe does. It smells freaking amazing to you. That coppery scent of blood heavy in the air, the seared flesh smell of things cooking on a hot grill. Maybe not so much.
Maybe see if we can get another one of those really, really awesome blood cocktail whatevers from Sarah before we leave.
Yes, sir, you see Mel ascend, coming up out of the bowels of the place. Looks towards the kitchen, looks around the bar, and starts eyeballing bottles.
Hands in her pockets, just So, got any, just freebies?
You're muted.
You're muted.
Freebies, no. Everything has a price. What you have to understand is that you are in the barter system now. In order to have a drink, there is always a potential for a favor.
Okay.
So, shall I get you something for tonight?
I could just pay with money. I still kind of have a pretty, good nest egg that I'm setting on, and
Sarah, ever the bar manager, money does pay the bills, and it does have to flow.
Yep. I'll accept the cash, no problem.
yay.
Here's the wine list. Why don't you find something you're interested in? However, I certainly suggest that you might go with the melancholy flavoring.
Yeah, one of those. Again.
Okay.
Whatever she just said doesn't make a lot of sense to you yet. No one's explained what she's saying to you. But as she pops a cork, pulls a glass, the smell is intoxicating. It seems like it was bottled just for you.
Does have my name on it after all.
Sarah whips out a Sharpie and puts an M on it.
No, we'll take that, and
Just so that you're not drinking alone, I think I will get some from my own bottle.
and she's just gonna look at you like, I don't mind eating alone, actually. I kind of prefer it.
It's all right. I need to have my own anyway. It's time.
Mel, you look around, there's literally you and Sarah. There's somebody that works the upstairs outdoor patio, running back and forth to the kitchen, up and down the stairs. And that's pretty much it. It's early in the evening. It's pretty low.
Sure. I guess we can just hang out for a bit. I kind of had something to do later, so I wasn't really intending to stay very long. But yeah, no, sure, yeah.
You're free to come and go. I go to the back of the bar, to the pride of place, and pick out a very specific bottle marked 666.
And the words "fuck off" on the glass in front of it. The Three Monkeys attracts a particular crowd.
I pour my requirements, and I make sure that the bottle is nice and tight, and back on the bar it goes. And so you actually smell that she is actually drinking blood, and you're probably a little surprised by that because she is warm to the touch. Doesn't seem to have any of the issues with not blinking or not being personable, being human.
Oh.
So, has she?
To be honest, with the week that Mel's had, she has not really been surprised by much recently. It's just all kind of blurring together at this point. Just weird.
So Mel, why don't you tell me about these melon heads that you've attracted in your life?
Oh, that's kind of what they call themselves, I guess. No, those were they were just like my fans back when I was alive. I don't know. They just call themselves that. They're kind of just around. I haven't really. Sorry?
I've checked out some of your posts from previously. Quite a large fan base you accumulated. Having a good, solid group to fall back on when you are in need of a little reminder of what your past life was like is a good thing.
I mean, I don't know how much that's going to help me, considering that I'm supposed to be dead and all.
But you can change. A new name, a new face, a new internet presence. You can still have what you had. You just have to change it.
I thought I wasn't supposed to, keep doing the whole internet thing now.
There's always ways. I'm rather technical. I understand a few of them.
I won't get in trouble.
Depends on how you go about it. Let's make sure we do it the right way first, okay?
Selma, about that time you're making your way out of the accommodations at the Three Monkeys. You can hear voices above you now, feet moving. You've roused for the day, gotten yourself together, got your plan. And as you ascend, you see that there's that person that you took that was at the hospital there that night. And you've seen around for the past 48 hours, just in passing. It's not like you're trying to talk about what happened that day. Or are you? You're the curious type. Mel doesn't strike you that way.
Selma, come on over.
You know, I really should be going. It's like, thanks for the blood. I really just, you know, like.
The drink, dear, the drink. Let's try and keep the words neutral.
Mel, was it?
Yeah.
Hey.
That's. Hi.
How are you doing?
Well, I'm dead.
Well, technically, maybe. For now. And other than that, how are you feeling? Are you okay?
Honestly, I don't. Numb, I guess, would be the right way to put it. I don't know. It's like it's been a week. It's been quite the week.
I'm gonna shrink here. I meant like, how are you feeling physically? I reach over and like try to touch his her forehead and, you know.
You let her touch you?
Check. Yeah,
No.
try to check.
Okay,
pulse.
so you recoil as she reaches out.
Selma, that's a little forward.
Oh,
Roasty.
I just.
The kitchen door
did
kicks
you-
open. Joe brings out a plate of stuff, something that at least to Sarah smells amazing. As he says, "Hey, at least they didn't drop a V-bomb yet."
V-bomb?
Yes. They're working on it.
Yeah. Hey, here you go. Dinner.
Is vampire really that bad?
There it
Yes.
is. I get $5, Sarah.
Okay, here you go.
He takes it, puts it right in the shirt pocket, throws the towel over his shoulder after delivering an amazing looking steak. If it didn't smell like burnt flesh to Salma and Mel, it doesn't smell like what you remember these things smelling like. It's different. But your memories of eating things such as this, or going to restaurants and having those smells, are not what you're experiencing. It's strange. It's a little disorienting.
Joe, you undone yourself again.
Hey, it's what we do.
Good job.
So about that drink?
I handed you the drink.
Oh wait! Don't drink it yet.
Why not?
When was the last time you had one?
No, this drink she's fine to drink, Selma.
No. Hold on. When was the last time you had one?
Shit. Like 2 days ago, I think. Sorry,
Okay. All right. Very good. I'll explain everything, but do you mind coming to my room with me? Briefly. I need like maybe 15 minutes.
well, I mean, it kind of was.
Selma, you notice what's in Sarah's glass is actually blood.
Yes.
And the same as in Mel's glass. They're both drinks of blood.
Yes.
Yep, she does.
Okay.
She completely understands it. She, to you, Sarah, actually, you know what? Give me wits and awareness, Sarah. Sure. Or wits and insight. Sorry, wits and insight.
As far as Mel's concerned, she just thinks Sarah's a vampire.
Sure. She drinks blood wine and eats steaks.
6 successes.
Okay, so Selma appears to be into whatever is going on in her brain. She has the curiosity of a 4-year-old right now. And you see it clear as if it was painted and written out for you in big bold print. She's digging what her change has been, or something about it has really piqued her interest, and now she wants to do things. What those things are, you probably have no idea what Selma would want to take Mel back to the basement for, but yeah, a little awkward.
He's going to. Melissa is just going to, like, really scarf down her drink. Once she's done, she's going to try and excuse herself, and it's like, maybe another time, because I really should get going, you know.
Say him another time. Whatever. That's fine.
Yeah, okay. And she is going to very hurriedly get out.
Mel gets up, hot steps it towards the front door, opens it, nearly crashing into Rico.
Oh, God.
As Rico, Jude, and Javier begin to enter the Three Monkeys.
What did I tell you? That's one way you're a child.
Actually, I was just on my way out. So if you don't, could you just stop blocking the door and maybe just, you know, let me.
Humble.
Rico.
Hey, senorita.
Come on in.
I will walk past her, but as I do, I'll say I've never blocked your path. You can always do what you want, as long as you're okay with the consequences.
She's just going to say, "That's cool," and then just scurry on out.
I did find out something you want to know.
She stops and turns around. She doesn't say anything. She just stares at you.
I'm sorry, you had important business. You go ahead and go on, and I'll share this information with the rest of the class.
Doesn't take a wizard, Mel, to hear the condescension. Get that word.
Condescension.
Thank you.
Condescension.
Condescension in Saint Germain's voice.
She's just gonna groan and then, like, hang her head and just sort of, like, walk back inside. Hands in her pockets.
Javier, you're the last coming up the stairs, get to see this whole interchange. It's kind of humorous, maybe?
Javi's not paying attention. He's fidgeting with the medallion in his pocket, being very careful not to actually touch it.
Roger that. Rico, can we have Miss... let's go around the room real quick as everybody's re-entering the building, and let's describe each other to ourselves and to our viewers. Let's just start with the first person who was in the Three Monkeys, Sarah.
Sarah is a relatively short but very lithe woman who is wearing the collared shirt. She is of the Three Monkeys. It's pretty much her domain. The vampires that attend the Three Monkeys regularly understand that it is her place of hospitality. And so that rule exists as far as anyone is willing to accept it. Sarah enforces it. There are many she knows and many she is aware of, and therefore she is knowledgeable in the Prince William area. She's been here for a long time, at least almost 20 years. So the area is well known. She's able to provide much needed guidance to those young, but she defers to those who are older with complete respect.
Well,
So long as they follow the rules.
Mel is a very thin young girl, looks to be in her late teens. She has a large hooded sweatshirt on, which she has pulled over her head, and around her chin is a face mask that she hasn't pulled up yet. She's also wearing these two large tinted glasses, just doing her best to sort of disguise herself for the most part. But other than that, she is just a very short young woman, 5'2" short.
Javier. Muted.
Javier is just under 6 foot. He's wearing khakis and a guayabera with the hat and sunglasses. It's fair complected with a beard. And a cigar that is yet unlit.
Salma?
Salma, she's on the taller side, so she's around 5'7", 5'8", and she has black hair that looks kind of reddish, depends on the lighting. And she looked like she was wearing night makeup, for the past few days that she didn't, bother to fix or clean. She also doesn't look like she's changed recently, so her clothes doesn't look that fresh. She almost has a clubbing outfit on, a little bralette and tight pants. And on top of it, very oddly, she has a white lab coat, she's trying to, cover that up with whatever she could find.
Still hiding her sutures.
Yeah, she probably hasn't been home to change, and
or taught how to heal herself.
Mm-hmm. And she doesn't, want to walk around looking like that. So, very unhappy about the uneven stitches. And yeah, so she just seems a little fidgety right now, especially after she Mel didn't listen to her and she just drank and didn't cooperate, so she feels kind of little fidgety, and you can see her just tapping her fingers constantly.
Let's solve a little dispute right here and now. Jude, if you would kindly roll me your medicine and dexterity with your specialty, sir.
So Jude has a craft in sewing for specialty, and then on top of that has
I would say
medicine that. But I will give it to her. I will say, it could be crooked, as your body is wrong and you're wrong. There may be a stitch on another side, like a centimeter or whatever, but that's because your body is deformed.
I'll take that.
Fantastic.
Stitches are uneven. I don't care if it's because of my body.
In Salma's mind, you are a 4-year-old learning how to embroider.
Whenever we're like talking, I'm just like, well, that's fine. Go under the knife again.
Fantastic. Jude, how do you appear for Mel and Salma?
Yeah, Jude's 6
Exactly
foot,
the same?
Yeah, exactly the same. He always likes to keep a tidy-ish appearance, mustache, glasses, a little bit of scruff, hair slicked back. He smells like oils, like myrrh and stuff like that.
So not embalming fluid.
No, he regularly washes with it, and he has like oils and stuff like that he likes to smell fresh. Because that's a dead giveaway.
I see what you did there. Rico.
So,
go ahead. Were you?
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, red lab coat and normal stuff.
So Rico comes into the bar. He's about 5'6", very thin, has a very well-weathered brown leather jacket over top of a Count from Sesame Street t-shirt. Very thin pants over cowboy boots. He walks with quite a swagger. He's a very attractive man. Walks over to the jukebox and pumps up Bauhaus's Bela Lugosi's Dead.
Again, as you go to manipulate the thing, somebody's put a out of order sign on it again.
I
Sure
checked
enough,
to see if it's plugged
you
in.
look around the back, and sure as shit, somebody's unplugged the damn thing.
Plug it back in.
Rico plugs in the jukebox, tears up the taped out of order sign, and chucks it at the trash can or anybody in particular.
No, it's fantastic.
And makes a basket. Look cool while he's doing it. So everybody's walked in and entered. Sarah, it seems like the night has actually started again. Mel reluctantly following.
Yeah, very, very reluctantly.
Salma,
You're muted again.
Am I muted?
no,
What
Sarah.
can I do for you, gentlemen?
Oh.
Can I offer
Hey!
you a private room?
I don't know. First of all, let me introduce you to Javier Grillo. He's one of the family.
Yeah, he
Perfect.
arrived the other night.
Oh,
Pleasure to see you again, Miss Strong.
Mel is sort of going
Pleasure is
to.
all mine, Monsieur Grillo.
and apparently Carlisle doesn't like your establishment.
I know. Luke
Okay.
told me.
All right.
No, it was Carlisle and Jude.
I am well aware.
It's nothing against you personally.
Of course not, Jude. You wouldn't do that, would you?
Not tonight.
Welcome. Come enjoy the what little I can offer. Maybe you can. Do you want a separate room, or would you want to take a seat at one of the tables?
Let's get a separate room. And is that another wayward child?
Yes, there are two here tonight.
Wonderful.
Hey, Jude, you're going to want bottle service?
But of course, with the private room.
No,
Jude,
hey,
you recognize the both of them. Who else were you pointing out?
that was Salma and Mel.
I thought you were like, is there someone else?
Oh, there
So-
are other wayward children, just not here.
True. Sarah kind of motions towards the stairs that lead up to two segregated areas. One is an outdoor patio that has a little outdoor like tiki bar, and there's some high tables with some stools around them for outside dining and drinking. A little dance parlor out there. And off to the left-hand side is a divided dining room that can be opened up to accommodate a large group of people, or sectioned off in quarters to make smaller rooms with dividers. Reminds you of being like back in high school gym, where they had the big dividers that they could pull out. They have those in the top level of this once church. A little strange, but okay. Why not?
So Sarah arranges the dividers appropriately to ensure that there's privacy amongst the conversation that's about to happen. She stops, talks to Joe downstairs,
Okay.
and then says, Joe, can you make sure that you call Luke and get him looking after front of house? I'm going to be upstairs.
Yeah, I haven't seen him since yesterday. He didn't come back. Kind of late for his shift, but I got a guy on the way. I know somebody.
That's fine.
I don't do bars. I cook.
I know. And you cook well. Thank you.
Thanks, doll.
I'm going to take my steak up with me.
Okay, excellent. So, Salma, Mel, do you follow the
This way,
train?
ladies.
Yes, but Melissa, as she gets close to Javier, she's just going sort of like very timidly, sorry about the other day.
Think nothing of it.
I didn't really expect to. Didn't hurt you, did I?
No.
Okay. That's good.
Yes, it is. For you.
You're just gonna back away a little bit.
So,
Buddy. Excuse me. Go ahead.
we had just woken up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Thelma is gonna wanna go for a run before she comes back, and she'll say, if you need me in there for any reason, I'll join in a little bit.
I would prefer you be here.
I will in a little bit.
Selma, you wanted to talk to me, didn't you? You know what? Maybe I will. Maybe we can do that right after. Just stick around and.
You already drank. So no reason for me to meet with you again right now. But yeah, I won't be long. 15-20 minutes, and I'll be back.
She's determined.
Sure.
Establishment will be open. When you want to come upstairs, ask the server to ring me first.
Knock 3 times on the front if you want.
Pico breaks into song. So there it
So
is.
should I basically
Hey,
just go
gentlemen.
run around the block a couple of times and then try to find like an open smoothie shop and grab a green goddess or something? That sort of smoothie.
It is not hard. There's a tropical smoothie. There's like a juice bar a few blocks down. Not really a great one. They think they are, but it's just Manassas, not like LA. So they do an adequate job. They make it. It doesn't smell appetizing. It doesn't
Yeah,
look
she'll get one.
appetizing. And when do you try it? Before you exit the building, or is it on your way back?
She'll run first. She'll go for a run, and then afterwards she'll grab the smoothie. Sit down at one of the tables, put like a napkin out, tidies out all four corners, put the smoothie right in the middle, open the wrapper for the straw very carefully, and place it and drink it.
We'll come back to that. Back at the Three Monkeys, Salma makes a quick exit after her, I don't know, would you call it defiance? Or is it just she's got things to do? She definitely deems more important than anything that the three of you could possibly have to say. What do you guys know about her? Other than that she's brand damn new.
Absolutely
Hasn't
nothing. I don't
learn
know
those
anything about-
lessons. Sarah arranges the table, arranges the partitions, sets a quick table, sits down with her glorious steak. She motions for everybody to take up whatever seats they want. There's more than enough chairs at this table to accommodate, a good seating of 8 people at least.
Rico's using 2 seats, one for him and one for his feet.
Comfortable, Rico?
Always, baby, always.
As long as we can be of service.
So, Mr. Jermaine?
It's doctor, but that's fine.
You had something to say?
Yeah. First, I'm gonna save a bit for when Salma gets here. Sarah, have you let the tower know that we're in town?
The tower?
Yeah, we can.
Well, Benny knew that you were around. I assume that they already know.
He is.
He's the sheriff.
Okay, the sheriff knows. I'll get back on what that means. We're going to have to, if we can build a bridge, talk.
I'm sure we can, because I know a little bit more about the family than you think.
Oh,
Yes. I'm aware of at least the names of the group that you're a part of. So no worries. There's nothing wrong here. Nothing for you to worry about. Your enemy, somewhat my enemy. So you're good.
that just made me a lot more suspicious.
She doesn't think so, but fine.
Well, it's a confusing side chatter about subjects that don't make any sense. You're still, why do I have to be here? What are they going to tell me? Javier, you can see the looks on Jude's face muddle a little bit when Sarah talks about enemies of my enemies are my enemies' friends, and what she knows about the families. What?
Yeah, Javi perked up at that. He's been mostly kind of fading in and out of paying attention and fidgeting with the medallion.
To be honest, Mel just assumed that Sarah was the same as the rest of them.
Sure. And until you know otherwise, she is.
Just another weird vampire.
Do you say that?
No, no,
You're
no.
muted, Rico.
Insane.
It's all
sorry.
gibberish to her.
So, Mel, how are you enjoying your evenings?
You're still thirsty, I bet you.
A little bit. Speaking of which, did I slate any of that hunger with that drink earlier?
At least a dot of hunger, yes, but you can't go below
Yay.
1 unless you actually take a life.
Oh boy. Yes. Well, actually, I was thinking about how much I missed some stuff back at my apartment, and kind of wanted to run down there and, pick up things, and maybe, That's actually why I was such a hurry earlier.
You were in a hurry.
Yeah, actually, and because I don't really know what's gonna happen to my stuff at my apartment if it's not been picked through already, or whatever.
Well, it's probably best you go very late or early in the morning, and it's not good for you to go alone. It's not a great idea, unless Rico or Hoppy, do you think that that's a good idea to
I'll be fine.
go to your prior place of living?
Well, you might be fine,
Alone.
but exactly how are you going to carry all the shit you want to carry? You're just going to walk around with big armlets full of stuff at, 4 o'clock in the morning, walking down the street? Maybe not the wisest choice.
Well, I do have a suitcase.
Okay, so you're going to walk down the street with a suitcase. No one's going to think, hey, there's someone we can rob.
Mel, I can always help you out with that.
I mean, I don't mind. It's fine on my own.
What we're saying is we're going to help you with this.
Actually, what he's saying is you don't have a choice. We're helping you.
You have a choice, but
No, you don't.
Severely
Illusion of
recommended.
She's just gonna get quiet after that.
Too much
I
proximity to too many personalities in a very short space of time. Mel, it's not what you're accustomed to.
She was a bit of an introvert, to be honest.
I didn't make it this far on my own, and no one at this table did.
Definitely don't.
Yeah. Actually, I had a pretty wonderful support network. And they were great. I had a good relationship with my family, had some friends and whatnot, and now I'm a corpse and I can't see them anymore. So I'm kind of, just
It's called the dark gift.
maybe, yeah. Now instead of, spending my weekends with, my grandma and watching her telenovelas and stuff, I'm now spending it with a bunch of blood-sucking murderers.
If you learn properly, like we're trying to teach you, maybe you can have some one-on-one time with grandma.
I'd rather...
Maybe you could have a little bit of your old life as a treat.
You had something to tell me?
Yes, but I want to make sure that Selma is here and all of this is getting underway. I don't like speaking and I don't like repeating myself.
Sure thing. She's actually going to pull out her phone now and just browse, attempt to browse local Twitter.
Javier, how's the real estate business going?
It's going quite well. My acquisition in the area is working out so far.
Oh. What acquisition did you,
The medical center.
Ah.
Just a building for now.
Understood. But real estate is always lucrative business.
Indeed.
It's quite well known that it's a good place to store some money when you needed it stored.
You have no idea.
Hey, long-term investment. Well, the long term isn't 20 years; it's 200.
Yes. You've been around for 200 years, Rico?
No. And just it's an extrapolation of logic.
Well spoken for what, a thug?
Yeah. Everyone just thinks I'm a thug. Keep thinking it. It's good for you.
He's a pretty thug.
Better for me.
You're such a pretty boy.
Yeah, that's what my mama told me. And a lot of girls along the way.
I know a few who would have fallen for you quite hard.
Give it time, you might just get two.
I'll imagine that the banter continues for a few minutes more, whilst Jude gets annoyed at having to wait. Mel, 3 minutes into playing with the phone, watches as the battery goes from 80% to 2. The screen starts to get fuzzy every time you tap something, and it finally turns itself off. Salma, you get your run in, you grab your smoothie, and finishing your couple of blocks back walk to the Three Monkeys. Do you wait till you get there, or you make a phone call to them? What is it that you're doing?
No, I will get there. While I'm, walking back, I'm just writing down taking some notes of what time I took the smoothie and what time I woke up, all that stuff, and any changes.
Okay, so you imbibed that smoothie while you were there? You didn't take it with you, you just had it while you were there?
No. I had it there.
Okay, that changes my thing a little bit. 1 second. Wrong person. Okay, so you get your smoothie ordered up. You set up your table. You go through the ritual that you've been used to for however many years you've been doing this. You poke the straw into the top of the plastic cup and lid, and you go to take that first great big gulp. Maybe a brain freeze is expected. Maybe it's not. It tastes like gritty mud. Almost swampy marshland muck that sat overnight. In your mouth, it's foul. Your body immediately rejects it. And as you spit it up, it occurs to you that it's food, and oh crap, I just threw up blood. Your body absolutely rejects every sip of this that you try and consume. You gain a point of hunger from your body's attempt to purge it of this contaminant. And the taste that it leaves in your mouth is awful. It's disgusting.
Questions.
Yes.
How many people are there in that time of the night at the smoothie shop? Is it just the owner, or
I would imagine it's probably a couple of kids that work the place, and they're probably cleaning up, trying to be done for the night. It's Saturday. They're trying to get out and do something.
Okay. And how much of the smoothie I actually was able to drink?
Oh, however much you suck down, but your body rejects it immediately. You get it down, you're like, wait a minute, this doesn't taste like my island green. What the? and it's violent.
But
Your
you
body.
would say like half of it is gone.
I don't know. Do you chug half a smoothie at once? I mean, are you like the person like?
I mean, depends on like how big it was, but yeah, try to like, let's say 1/3 of it.
Sure, yeah, you got a third of it in you, but that third came up with extra as your body rejects.
So she will get up in panic, grab a whole bunch of paper towels from the counter, throws them on the floor to cover up that blood puke mix, and get another napkin, clear out the whole table that was any mess or anything that was on the table, and then get a fresh one, open it up, sort it out, all the corners are even, wipe the cup off, put the cup back, grab a new straw, put it in, and takes another gulp. Try to finish it.
What's your hunger at now?
2.
And okay, so you take another great big gulp of this muck, this swamp fluid into you, and you already can feel your body absolutely rejects it again, and immediately you violently vomit up all of this mess. And again, your hunger raises. As it does, there's a voice in the back of your head. How many times are you gonna do that? That's cool to watch. And as you look around, you notice that the two teenagers or whoever they are running the juice bar are just kind of looking at you like they're disgusted by the display, because you just did it again and they were trying to clean up. They look as if, fuck, now we got to clean up this shit. They look the whole thing of angsty teenagers who were ready to lock up if it weren't for the lady vomiting up blood. And they're kind of horrified, and the voice in the back of your head is laughing. You're not sure if it's with you or at you, but neither one of the two you're looking at are that voice.
I am so sorry.
You damn
It's a
right.
bad stomach virus. Maybe shut up, not talking to you. Maybe just give me some space right now. You can clean, but I don't want you to. No, I'm not. I have to. Okay. Maybe give me little bits. Okay. If you could back up, give me my space here. It will be really great.
They both back to the edge of the serving counter and kind of just stand there and watch. Like, they look at you, they look at the clock, they look at the door. So the second time this happens, now what do you do?
How much more smoothies there left?
Oh, there's probably another third left. I mean, you're really trying to chunk this down. This is a habit you've been in for a long time.
Yeah, and she thinks back to, you know, what her mother used to tell her all the time, and you know, she has to stay pretty, and her body is her temple, and she needs to, you know, finish her smoothie. She cannot get up until she finishes her smoothie. So she will go ahead and clean it up again, very calmly, like nothing has happened, like it's her first time sitting down. She'll start over, take a deep breath. She feels almost like the pain that's coming from inside her.
Oh, the anticipation is huge. You're inside praying that this doesn't occur again, but something in your mind says it's gonna happen again. And that voice changes to your mother's. Clean up your plate, Selma. Go ahead. Clean it up. Eat your dinner. That's a good girl.
Slurp.
Again, you can feel your body tense as the slime and muck of whatever the hell they put in this smoothie slides down past your tongue, down your throat, and the violent spasms of the muscles in your diaphragm surrounding your stomach, your esophagus. You can feel it as if it was bubbling up out of a shaken soda. And again, the pair of teenagers watches in horror as you violently regurgitate the smoothie and yet more blood. Gain a fourth
How much
hunger.
do I owe you?
The smell of blood is strong in the air at this point, despite your best efforts to clean up after yourself. You are now truly the hungriest you have ever been in your entire life that you can remember. And as you ask them how much, holding out a credit card or whatever it is you were going to pay with, you can smell the fear in them. You can smell the apprehension. You can smell blood. And not that which you've already given up, but the sweet smell of Vitae. You remember the taste of that blood that you were given when you were told and woken, hey, welcome to your unlife and death. Here's some blood. Suck it down before you try and kill somebody. The pulse
I reach over to the.
at their neck is nearly visible. It stands out to you. The flush of their skin would be nothing. You look around, there's like one camera pointing at the register. 2 kids. They smell delicious.
I walk towards the register and, try to give my credit card to him. Are you trying to take it or?
Look, lady, wait. No offense. Go home. It's on a house. We'll take care of this. Please, just go. Please.
But no, dear. I made a mess. Please make me pay for this. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to sleep tonight.
Look, fine. He reaches and takes your plastic, punches it.
As he's trying to grab my credit card, I snap his arm with my other arm, pull his arm forward, and sunk my teeth in.
Wow,
Over
okay.
the counter, just dragging
Hold
his
that
arm.
thought. Many things happen at once.
Sorry, everyone.
Why are you sorry? This is what you are. Let's
This is what happens when
see.
you skip the meeting.
Don't skip class. Let's see. There's a quick yelp as he went to reach for your card, and you slam a wrist lock hand and vice grip around his arm, pulling him off balance towards you and literally sinking your teeth into his arm. His friend screams, "Ah!" Turns bolting and running into the kitchen and out of sight. You, however, have the amazing taste of fresh human vitae flowing into your body. It is the most amazing thing you haven't had fresh human blood since you woke up in that morgue. You've been given bottled blood, collected blood, warmed up bags of blood. This is the first time that you've ever felt this ecstasy, the rush of power, the hunger behind it just drives you. And this person rapidly trying to pull away uselessly like a bug that's caught by the wing can do nothing against your inhuman strength. Mama's voice, soothing and sweet in the back of your mind. That's right, drink it all. It's okay, baby. Have your fill. This is all we're ever going to get, ever again. Take what you can. I will need for you to make a willpower and resolve check, please.
Okay. 5 dice, right?
But you've now got 4 of them are blood dies now.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. There's that.
Oh, she's 4.
She's at 4 hunger.
She was 1 when she woke up because she failed her rouse check, and then
Yeah,
she
I'm
did
at 4.
3 drinking. She's at 4. Yeah.
I'm at 4.
Yeah.
That 4 successes? Or
No. I had 4 hunger.
Right.
I have 1 success, and then 1 the critical fail thingy on the blood dice.
okay. And no other successes? So the
Just
way that
1
works is
success.
that you have a success. That kind of nullifies a bestial failure. As long as you have more successes than you have failures. Now you can blow a willpower and... Oh, no, you can't, because you don't have any black dice that aren't successes, right? Your
No.
1 black die is a success. You have nothing to re-roll. This is a moment for you in your grasp of your universe and what's going on. The person that, or whatever, it's kind of becoming a blurred moment for you as that power, the rush, the hunger, and everything takes over. The beast urging you in your mother's voice. This is the last you will ever get, ever. Enjoy every last bit of it. This was meant just for you.
I mean,
You
I will definitely drink all of it. I don't even know how not to. Nobody
You,
can
as
open
you
that with me.
continue to consume, the struggling person flailing at you with their free arm seems not even there to you. You don't even realize the little taps and punches and touches as they become less, slower, weaker. The person goes limp. Even as you hold them up by this arm, their legs give out from under them as you continue to drink. And drink. And drink. I'll give you a brief moment to decide whether or not you to make the willpower check necessary to stop before you murder this person, because you have no idea. Or do you just continue?
I have no idea. I don't know I'm gonna kill him.
Okay. You
Yeah.
slake every bit of hunger you have. You are at 0 hunger. And sucking on an almost desiccated arm that seems to have nothing left to give, there's that moment of you feel a little less close to your humanity as you gain a stain on your humanity now realizing that all the color from this teenager's face is gone. Not responding. Friend nowhere to be found. The place is a mess of vomit and blood. You are covered in blood. It is everywhere. And this person is not moving. You are a scientist, a researcher. It takes you exactly half of a micron of two brain cells clashing together to realize what you just did and that they are absolutely dead. And it was you that did it.
It doesn't take her long to come to her senses, and she completely freaks out and picks up her phone to call someone first, and then she's like, no, I can't do that. How am I going to explain this? And she wants to call the cops, turn herself in. I can't do that either. And then she looks for the security cam and just yanks that out for any good or bad. She doesn't even think about how it's stored or not.
Right.
And then,
it's a panic moment. I get it.
Yeah, and then she looks at the body. She grabs like a little towel from the kitchen, wets it, and clean the arm, like the blood on the body, like kind of tidies his clothes, make him look presentable, and puts him in a like nice, peaceful posture, like tries to fix.
So that would take a fair amount of time. Mm-hmm. You know this. Like if you're thinking this through, or even if you're not thinking it through, where does friend go? I don't have time for this. I can't.
Yeah.
I got to get out of here. There's that reality sets in, even as your mind tries to wrap around. How do I make this not this? Mm-hmm. It's shit. I just murdered somebody, and it felt good. I fucking liked it. Yeah.
So she'll just yank that and then at least just maybe clean the arm. Like she won't leave without cleaning the arm. A bit of a towel.
Fair.
And
you
then
clean up his arm. There's
like maybe 5 minutes, and then she'll run. She's not even thinking about her, like blood on her. She wanted to make sure the body was as clean as possible. But then she'll run.
Kind of a futile effort in the gore of it. There's no way you're gonna get the blood out of his clothes off of yours in 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. There's just no way. You kind of do a rush like wipe job to make it look not so horrible, and you bolt rut out the front door and keep on going. It isn't but a few seconds into your cleaning efforts, and you can hear sirens, and they're getting louder quickly.
From the front?
Yes.
She'll run towards the kitchen the way she saw like the other guy run.
Okay. Pause. We'll come back to you in a moment. Back at the Three Monkeys, as you all are. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
I do have a question. How far away was the smoothie place again? Like, was it a block away, or that she went to?
Oh, where Selma went? It's just a couple blocks away, yeah. It's literally a couple blocks away in Old Town Manassas.
Okay, so, yeah, that question's going to answer itself soon. Carry on.
As your conversation continues, Jude's annoyance at being patient becomes more and more evident.
I'm looking at my watch. I said, fuck it. I will just have to repeat myself. I'm going to be holding little seminars so that are as Dr. Weiss would say, group therapy sessions, and she will be the loving, nurturing figure, and I will be the disappointed vampire father you didn't know you wanted or needed. And I'm going to teach you how to survive, and hopefully not how to not fuck up, or at least the cleanup once you inevitably do fuck up, because we all.
The words "fuck up" come out of your mouth. The sounds of police sirens quickly speed past the three monkeys.
Speaking of fuck ups, cousin.
What do you want to bet that's one of ours?
I swear, if she ditched this to go cause trouble,
She's actually.
I'm gonna put her onto the knife again.
She's been reveling in it. I wouldn't be very surprised.
I'm gonna immediately. This is probably the most animated you've seen Jude, and he's going to like sprint towards the sound of the emergency vehicles.
Take the patio exit.
As she points to the patio bar, there is a set of wooden steps off the wooden deck that lead right down to the street. Little alleyway next to the three monkeys, right back to the street. It's not you see the blue and red flashes. They're pretty evident. They're literally 2 blocks away. You can see 2 squad cars. You can see officers pumping out of the 2 vehicles, and they look inside, and then suddenly they both draw weapons, and they are in the door and disappear inside.
I'm going to. I'm assuming there's someone near their vehicle, like setting up for perimeter.
There's at least one cop. I mean, you can hear other sirens coming in, and you start hearing more as the event unfolds in seconds.
I'm going to approach the officers and say, "I'm a doctor. Can I be of help?"
Sir, you need to step back now. And he turns with his gun at the ready, not pointing it at you, but he is in no joke mode.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, and I will like show my badge, and I said, hey, I'm obligated to help if anybody is harmed.
Great, sir. Step back to the sidewalk and take paces. And he points.
Yeah.
And he turns his attention immediately back to the front door as he's watching from the squad car. You can hear, each of you at the Three Monkeys can hear the sounds of other sirens. The flashing red and blues are pretty unmistakable in Old Town. They don't happen very often. But when they do, it's a small town and they've got nothing better to do. It's like everybody responds to everything because they're bored. Easily the sound of 3 more vehicles passing the Three Monkeys on either Church or Main Street that it sits between. Selma, you ditch out. Where do you go as you hear sirens approaching quickly?
Away from the sirens. So, any direction that's, seems less loud with the sirens and stuff first, and then I'm gonna try to make my way to the Three Monkey, and if I can get around there.
Okay.
Trying to stay in the shadows and not be out in the open, realizing that I don't look very.
Give me wits and insight, please.
And don't forget the hunger dice. Oh no, you don't have any more.
She has 0 hunger dice at the moment.
I had a delicious meal. Oops. I mean,
I had a delicious corpse meal.
Intelligent and wit.
Wits
Those two are
and
not mutually
insight.
exclusive.
Wits and insight.
Wits and insight. Ooh, I got 1, 2, success and then one double success thingy.
Okay. So, your inner voice pops up. Just stop moving. Just stop. Right now. Middle of the street. Nobody's looking. Stop. Right now. And just stop being there. You know what I mean? Just don't be there. Think hard. You don't want to be seen? Don't fucking be seen. Make a decision. You can do this. Do it. Dare you.
I am right. How am I? Oh. What do you mean? Don't be seen. People are there. They're gonna see me. There's nothing to hide behind.
You look around quickly. You notice that nobody's like looking where you've ran a couple of quick blocks and ducked around a corner trying to get away from the sirens. There's no one like in your immediate sight line as you look around. And the voice keeps getting more insistent. All you have to do is not be there. No, you're not. Figure it out. Decide you don't want to be here anymore.
Well, I don't want to be here.
There's a moment. Please make a rouse check. Will a dice succeed or fail? Just one.
Succeed.
You succeed. You do not gain hunger as you tell yourself in an angered voice, I don't want to be here. The shadows coalesce briefly at your feet. And you get the sensation that nobody can actually see you right now. You're not sure how, but you're suddenly much more confident about standing in the middle of wherever it is you are.
Did this really work?
Shut up and it will. Now get the fuck out of wherever you gotta be. Just go.
How long do I have?
Just go and be quiet about it. Before they find us, they will kill us, they will lock us up, and that'll be the end of this fun little ride. Now,
She'll start going toward the inn, and then once she sees someone coming from the street, she'll like instinctively try to hide. Then she realizes, oh wait, and then like gets almost like close to that person, but not too close, like the sight level, but not like getting touchy close.
they don't even bat an eye. No recognition of you standing there. Nothing.
Waves at him.
Nothing. However,
Awesome.
that little chuckle was enough. Immediately, as that person was almost a half step past you, they turn in shock about hearing a chuckle and are immediately startled by you and lock eyes immediately. I told you to be fucking quiet. Now get rid of this thing. Where did you come from?
Oh, I love your jacket. Good night.
As he watches you walking away. Just kind of scratches and continues walking in the direction of all of the excitement, like most Manassians do when there's nothing better to do.
Awesome. So I'll just avoid trying to interact with anybody now and just get to the inn. And
She's-
then I'm gonna try to see if the people or the vampires at the inn can see me.
Okay, so you turn and walk back the same direction. Do you make a circuitous route, or do you just turn around and go right back up the main street where the police are now at the the smoothie
Yeah, she'll
place.
go through the shortest route, just avoiding hitting anybody, like clearing out the way, but she'll go not, obnoxious to making any sound. It should be already loud out there, but old people and sirens.
So, as you approach, dude, at this point, you see Selma walking back up the street towards the scene from the other side of the other squad cars. She looks confident. She looks like nothing's happened. She's just going right back towards the three monkeys. You also see the officer on the other side of the building turn to stop her in her tracks. Ma'am, you need to back up right now.
See me?
Ma'am, I'm not going to tell you again. You need to back up now. And he's got his hand out in front of you. He has his other hand on his firearm. Other officers are showing up. He clearly he's talking right to you. Go ahead, Jude.
Jude, wanna say something?
No, I'm just gonna be like, you're kind of fucked.
Do I see you? Are you out there?
Oh, you're right now. There's an officer in your face. You have no idea what's behind him.
Okay.
Because I would imagine that this officer who clearly sees you and is barking orders has your full attention.
I look at him. I'm like, of course, but what happened? Why are you stopping me, sir?
Ma'am, this is the last time I'm telling you before I put you in the back of this squad car. Back off. This is an active crime scene and you need to back up.
Okay. Good night. And then she'll take a back step and try to get back to the quiet street again. And how can you see me? You told me they weren't gonna be able to see me.
It ain't fucking perfect. And did you notice he didn't notice? Look at your chest. You're covered in fucking blood and you're talking to cops. What the fuck are you thinking?
I'm trying to talk to me.
You thought, nah, you're gonna get us killed. You know that. Killed. Dead. Deader than dead. We've already been dead. You got that?
Not for long. I'm gonna fix it.
Dude, you can
just show me how to do that thing again so we can get back to the inn.
You can see her in a kind of bodily language internal conversation as she literally was able to turn and walk from the cop.
Yeah, so I'll stick to the quieter areas of the street and get to the inn.
A little more difficult at this point. The nightlife of a Saturday night in Manassas with all these sirens in the smack dab in the middle of Old Town is drawing lots of attention. People are coming out. People that were in restaurants are coming out. People that were in their homes are starting to... Why are there so many cop cars in the middle of Old Town? It's becoming quite the scene.
Text message to CJ saying SOS and then send. And I'm thinking, I'm like, right now, Salma's a lost cause at this point, and we just need to make sure that we need to take care of the damage first. So I'm gonna stay at the crime scene until they go in and I can talk to somebody and just eventually be like, hey, if you guys need anything, like if anybody's hurt, I need to examine. I can help out this investigation.
At least the one cop who originally got uppity with you, as more officers arrive on the scene, a couple of fire trucks on the other side of the building on Church Street, an ambulance shows up. Look, doctor, right? Doctor?
That's correct.
I wasn't trying to be rude. We've got a job to do. We've got a crime scene here. Look, we've got a body. There's
hey, you have your protocols and rules, and I have mine. You know, the whole oath to help whenever.
We appreciate it. You know, I'm sure our guys are going to handle this. There's EMTs on the way. Fire. You know, everybody's responding. Just please, just keep back. And if you've seen anything, make yourself available. We'll probably want to talk to anybody that's out here. Javier, Melissa, Sarah, Rico.
Hey, Abby, back in the homeland, we would have heard gunshots by now. Probably automatic. I haven't heard any. It can't be that bad.
Melissa is going to take this opportunity to slip out and go back to her apartment while Jude is distracted.
Fantastic. How do you expect to sneak out of this nice little private room?
A little bit after Jude leaves, she's gonna sit up and he's like, if that's Selma, maybe, I need some air. And she's going to go out.
And Mel heads back out the direction that Jude was pointed, to the patio, as claiming to need some air. You know, Melissa's new too. Probably isn't used to that whole not breathing thing yet.
Sure.
Javier steps right behind Melissa and out onto the patio deck. The place is awash with red and blue flashing lights. The strobe effects are pretty intense. They're at the height of the outdoor upper deck. You have a good vantage point of what's going on. You can see Jude down there on the street on the closer side. You see him talking to an officer. You see what you would expect to see with that many sirens and flashing lights. And there's lots of people out now, all starting to gather in little clusters. You can see them all talking. It's the rumor mill has already established itself. Everybody's talking about what's going on. There's local, like, little Twitter posts, pictures of what can be construed as a bloody mess from the outside window as people are flashing their cameras at what's inside. There's even live video of the police running in. Like, people are live streaming this on Facebook. For Saturday night in Manassas, this is a pretty fucking happening event right now, and it's got a lot of attention.
Sure does. So she is going to go in the opposite direction.
Mel, I need you to make a willpower check.
Okay. So what am I rolling?
Your unspent willpower. That's it. So however much willpower you have that isn't already burned. So if you have 5 willpower and you haven't used any of it, you have 5 dice.
So I have 3 willpower?
Is that how much your willpower is? Your composure plus your resolve?
Yes.
And if you haven't spent any willpower, then you have that full amount as dice.
Composure plus resolve, that's 4.
Okay,
yeah.
So you have a willpower of 4.
And there's no blood dice to roll this.
Yeah, willpower checks are just regular dice. There's no blood involved in willpower checks.
Let's see, that is 1 success.
That's not going to cut it. The sight of all of these people immediately pulling out their smartphones hits you like a bat in the head. The desire to pull one out and join in.
Here's the problem, my phone's dead.
It certainly is. At least its battery is, but it doesn't change the fact that you're witnessing one of the largest parts of what used to be your life completely out of your reach. This is a moment of your beast is being toyed, tempted, poked fun at. This is the universe flipping you the bird. And not this one, but like this one, the angry, closed fist bird, like, yeah, you don't get to do this no more. These thoughts are rolling, and it's growing. It's like a snowball rolling down. You keep pulling up all the memories of all the things all this online and my following and this and that, and it becomes a frenzied set of mentalism. Javier, what's an awareness, sir? I keep saying Javier. It's Javier.
Javier also lit his cigar
Okay.
and has been smoking it. He already took care of that and did not get hungry.
Have you? Okay, she blushed of life.
Correct.
Okay. I see you,
5
Sarah.
successes.
But you're
You're
muted.
muted there.
Sarah
We
would
have
like
it.
to also come out to the patio because she needs to understand if any of the police will be coming into the restaurant.
Right.
And
You
she's texted to Joe.
okay? There's at least Rico still inside the Three Monkeys. You see Sarah texting as she walks out behind Mel and Javier, and then you can hear clearly downstairs Joe running out of the kitchen. You can hear him pulling the front door closed. You can hear like bolts being thrown, lights are getting turned off. It's almost comical for you to see somebody step and fetch like that for a place like this. This doesn't seem like this just seems like a crash place. It's not important. At least it doesn't seem to be. But Joe is certainly stepping and fetching. Javier, you notice as Mel walks out and you follow lighting your cigar, Mel takes in the scene and locks in step and tightens. You can feel, you can sense sinew tighten. You can feel the tension around Mel.
You know what I have at home? My recording equipment.
Javi's going to take a big old drag of his cigar and... Maybe you should go back inside.
Oh no. No, you're not hearing this. You are driven. You are on the edge of frenzy. Literally. Your desire to, or inability to be a part of what is going on right now in the way that you would have done it your entire existence is not allowed anymore. The devices won't listen.
You know what else I could probably get on my computer at home? I could probably learn more about what's happening from this from a safe distance. I could probably get on that, start, looking it up, seeing what's happening, seeing what all my friends are saying about it. Just, that's, people are probably talking about it,
I'm going to try and be more persuasive.
So, Mel, I imagine you're just muttering this out loud, like thinking out loud.
She's sort of, this is internal thinking right now.
Okay. This kind of madness is kind of new to you. It's forceful. It makes you energized. It feels like it could just bowl over you like a big wave.
Yeah, you know what? I should go back to my apartment. So that's what she's thinking. That's what she's thinking. She should go back, get her stuff from her apartment.
Javier, how do you plan to be more persuasive? Sarah, what are you doing at the same time? As you see,
Yeah.
Sarah is starting
Make
to
a
lock
roll
up
here.
the three monkeys on the upper floors.
okay,
She needs to, essentially, she's enacted the emergency protocol for Joe, and so she is following suit on the upper floor.
Okay.
But she's going to say, Javier, Mel, we need to get inside. I need to lock up.
Mel is going to start going
down the
to
stairs
the-
it is.
to the part. Let's see, where was she? She was.
So you exited out
She-
of the private areas on the second floor, out onto an outdoor balcony that has a bar. It's like a large raised wooden deck, and it has a side stairs that go down to the street level, to an alley that is between the Three Monkeys and the building next to it.
Oh, that's perfect. An alley? Yeah, no, we're going down.
Yep. So as Sarah begins to speak, Javier begins to speak, Mel begins to move. Javier, what do you say?
Mija, you're not hearing me. You should really go back inside.
We're going to start running now.
Yep, that's exactly what happens. Javier, you're like, you need to come back inside, and Mel's like, fuck this, and bolts. Now,
We're going to actually
Have my
rouse.
card.
We're going to actually rouse the blood.
okay, please roll. And what are we doing with this rouse?
Do I have to rouse for prowess?
It depends on which piece of prowess you're using. The level 1 disciplines are generally free and have no cost of rouse or blood.
The prowess part of potence. I mean, the level 2 potence thing prowess.
Oh, if it's the level 2, that is
It's
a
a
rouse
rouse
check.
check.
Absolutely, every time. I think there's like 3 disciplines that have level 2s that don't require a rouse check, and that's it. All the rest of them do. So what are you trying to do with the prowess?
Just, we weren't exactly super athletic in life, and there are also some vampires behind it. We're just trying to manifest the sort of strength to actually make this sprint back
Sure.
home.
You definitely rouse the blood. You have you are which generation? 13 or 12?
13.
Okay, so you will gain a single die and associated with anything to do with strength or potence. You feel empowered by this. You called on the power of vampiric vitae to embolden your body with strength and power, and you can feel it. You feel bigger than your own shell. You feel as if you could burst out of it with as much strength as you just conjured out of nowhere. Full run down the stairs, out the alley.
Did I have to roll something for rousing?
You do. You roll a single die,
Okay.
and it's either pass or fail. If you fail, you gain hunger. The effect still takes place, but you failed the rouse check, so you gain hunger. It took blood for you to pull on this power and bring it up. So this is a fantastic place for us to take a break, don't you think, in the middle of all this action?
Yep.
We can't wait to see you all next time. We really, really are looking forward to it. We hope you all have enjoyed the show this evening, and we hope you join us for the next one. Everyone, say goodnight to the night shift.
Hello, my name is Trevor Chapman, and I play Rico Suede on Prince William by Night, The Night Shift. I'm here to remind you that your mental health is a very important thing. We all have problems, and I do mean all of us. I personally have suffered from both clinical depression and suicidal ideation. Sometimes it can be hard to share our issues because we don't want to burden other people, or we're too afraid or ashamed of the things we have done or the feelings that we have to even try to reach out to other people. But friends and family are here for a reason. They would much rather hear that something is happening in your life and help you with it than to find out too late that they didn't even know and they couldn't even try. If you feel that you can't talk to your friends or family, there are other resources available for you to talk to. Please take advantage and reach out to them. There is no need for you to go through this alone. We all need help sometimes. There is absolutely no reason to feel ashamed or afraid to ask for assistance, especially if you need it right now. If you or someone you know is in crisis, whether they are considering suicide or not, please call the toll-free lifeline at 800-273-TALK to speak with a trained crisis counselor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline connects you with a crisis center within the Lifeline network that is closest to your location. Your call will be answered by a trained crisis worker who will listen empathetically and without judgment. The crisis worker will work to ensure you feel safe and identify options and information about mental health services in your area. Your call is completely confidential and free. Again, that number is 800-273-8255. If you are unable, unsure, or prefer not to speak in person, text the word NAMI to 741-741 to connect with a trained crisis counselor to receive free 24/7 crisis support via text message. You are not alone. Trained expert advocates are available 24/7 to provide confidential support to anyone experiencing domestic violence or seeking resources or information. Help is available in Spanish as well as other languages. Call the National Domestic Violence Hotline toll-free at 800-799-SAFE. Again, that is 800-799-7233. If you or someone you know has been sexually assaulted, help is available. Call the National Sexual Assault Hotline toll-free 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 800-656-HOPE. Again, that is 800-656-4673. You will be connected with a trained staff member from a sexual assault service provider in your area that offers access to a range of free services. For the Disaster Distress Helpline, call 800-985-5990 or text the word TALK with us to 66746. This helpline provides immediate crisis counseling for people who are experiencing emotional distress due to any natural or human-caused disaster. This multilingual, confidential, and free helpline is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Again, call 800-985-5990 or text TALK with us to 66746.